I built a solid wall on stage and announced that I would pass through it using only the power of my mind. When the screen closed, I gave my signal. A hidden mechanism opened a small hole in the floor, allowing me to crawl underneath the wall and appear on the other side. It wasn't exactly dignified, but the audience had no idea what happened. I stretched my back, struck a dramatic pose, and took the applause. That's the secret of magic. The trick itself may not be real, but the feeling it creates is. After the show, a strange visitor approached me. He claimed he figured out my trick using the Sherlock Holmes-style investigation, but what he said next shocked me even more.
I was forced to conclude that you possess spiritual powers.
Before I could respond, my assistant delivered devastating news. My mother had died. She was the most important person in my life, yet I'd spent so much time performing that I barely had time for her. I didn't even get to say goodbye. Seeing me like this, my assistant suggested contacting her through a seance, but I knew mediums were frauds. Years earlier, I'd performed similar spiritualist acts myself. I had staged a seance where my wife pretended to be possessed by a dead person, but in reality, we had secretly obtained information from the police and used it to make the performance seem supernatural. The trick worked, but seeing the grief that caused the families in the audience left me deeply ashamed. I swore never to perform such an act again, but after losing my mother, that promise became harder to keep. I desperately wanted to believe she was still somewhere out there, so I began visiting mediums. Every one of them disappointed me. They were nothing more than con artists, using cheap tricks to exploit grieving people. Now I finally understood the pain I'd caused those families years earlier, so I decided to expose these frauds publicly. But by attacking the spiritualist community, I had made powerful enemies. The next day, a man pretending to be a fan came backstage. When I wasn't expecting it, he suddenly attacked me. By the time I reached the hospital, my appendix had ruptured, causing a severe internal infection. As death approached, my wife and I agreed on a secret code word, known only to us. If spiritualism was fake, I wanted the word to expose it forever. But if there really was an afterlife, I hoped I could somehow send that word back to her. After my death, my wife held seances every year, just as I'd asked. She waited for the secret word, but it never came, not once. And in the end, the truth about spirituals spoke for itself.